Oh hi, it's Opine, PanAnning, welcoming you back to Bad Dub Theater with more of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. This is the last. This is the last part of the final trial for Case 3.
As part of Game 2, Case 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Crow? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeepers, unbelievable.
Hector tried to pin the murder on you on purpose.
he did. My, he's just a little twerp, isn't he?
Oh, that's one way to put it.
Hey, pal. Are you gonna ignore me after all this trouble to bring you some evidence?
Detective Goshen.
Forget it. I'm going home. This does consider me guilty anyways. Now, detective, I'm sorry. Why don't you relax a little? We got some really tasty milk. Oh, that's you.
That's some really tasty milk.
Straight from Maya. Yes, enjoy.
Please.
How about a cartridge, detective? Well, if you insist.
Now, about that evidence you met. What is it?
Here you go.
Huh? This was just the Necro's room.
The result of our investigation. You can look at it later.
Won't Von Carlo be mad that you're doing this?
That's why this is all in secret. Huh? Look, details are on the need to know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan.
Von Carlo looked like she was in a pretty big hurry.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were put into place. Final plans? Uh-huh. That reminds me, I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Judgment comes at a very last instant. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm going home.
What did he mean by that? The very last part.
Everything he had seemed pretty cryptic to me. Good, and very good reason. Oh, one more thing.
Don't scare me like that.
Look like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like it's some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spills. An entire dairy's worth of milk for me? My goodness. Freaking Mia probably made a stop by. Maya, did you do something earlier? The court is now in session. Shall we continue our proceedings? Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off.
I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship with the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime.
I have that perfect. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling, I said Dingling again.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay?
Just do me a favor. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna strangle you. Anyways, this is the key evidence right here. Bat scarf stained with his blood and small quantity of pepper. Yes, about the ringmaster.
When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
Hmm. Hmm. You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro could kill the man he else in such esteem.
You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there is no real for cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the Ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question.
No need to question him.
Do I seriously need this? I've never done that before.
We don't need to question him. We're not trying to find the motive for killing the ringmaster. Trying to find a motive to kill, period.
No need to question him now. There's no need to cross-examine this witness. What's that? Why was the ringmaster murdered? Slam. There is no need to delve into that bit of testimony when I know the answer already. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. What was Acro's motive for killing the ringmaster? How about it? Can you explain that to me? I can provide one.
Nick?
Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. But what? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all.
Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fool is so full-heartedly foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russell Berry, Ringmaster.
If you want to jump into things, to the end of things, then yes. That sounds about right. The end of things? Acro, you didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night.
What did you just say?
I'm saying that the target of this witness murder plot was not the ringmaster. Slam. He did not plan to kill Russell Berry.
What?
Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face twice if you want. Oh my god, Judge, really? Mr. Wright, what are you in the world are you trying to do into my court? Ow!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in this court? Are you attempting to imply that Akram was trying to kill someone else?
Yeah, because this is the real target right here. Good old Regina.
Regina Berry?
This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question.
Objection. Slam. He could have easily answered this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to do is say you're wrong. That's it.
That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Slam. Enough. Mr. Wright, allow me to... Ow!
The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
Hon?
And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now! I want to know why Akron would want to kill Regina Berry.
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl. The note. What is the note? Yes, right here. Take that. Throws that paper. Acro, do you have any recollection of seeing this?
That's...
It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's telescope. It inside the victim's tailcoat. Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. Rubble. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? There's just one little problem. Problem? Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. Slam. However, that someone was not the ringmaster.
You mean it wasn't for the...
That's exactly what I mean. The person on this note what is intended for was none other than Regina Berry. Hold up, Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours. It's the truth, Your Honor. This isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board.
That's when our father, the ringmaster, read the note?
That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina. That's incredible. Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today?
Lifting the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself.
Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down at this window to see who it actually was. I've got it. Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza. That's when he let the bus fly. Fly.
Hey, Nick? Isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience?
She is. Unfortunately, it's only gonna get harsher from here.
I hope Regina can handle it.
Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Foolishly foolish fool ideas of tomfoolery. They're so foolish, you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place.
Uh-huh. That's a line in the note, alright.
Well, then if the note was sent to Regina Berry, it must mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer.
You just don't get it, do you?
What? What did you just say?
Slam. The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in that note? The incidents in Muxon, though? I have no idea. I know all about it. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show what happened at the time.
Moron.
Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Slam. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Yes.
Really, Nick?
Yes. I think so.
Well,
Oh, then if that's the case, tell me you can tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is.
If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about that incident 6 months ago is actually the bottle, actually. This thing.
it's pepper.
Pepper. Take that.
Dr. Pepper. Back.
Achoo! Ow! Achoo!
What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix, right?
It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. But what do you mean? The victim would arrive and try to take away the wooden box. That's when they discovered the decisive evidence found inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming that Regina Barry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the into account, that's the only logical conclusion you could draw.
Holy stone who never tires of its own. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Barry's intended victim?
That would be Bat.
Time to bring out another name.
Bat.
Sean Dingling.
Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother.
What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead.
Soon to be, though. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. Slam. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina. She did that to him.
Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state.
Lion?
Miss Regina Barry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal is in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her.
So then, what happened to Acro's brother?
He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident.
I see.
Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what actually happened to Pat was actually an accident?
No, it was not just an accident. It was more than that. Slam. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all. What?
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There is no way that Regina would ever attack another human being.
She may have not incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat. And this is the key evidence right here. That's just a scarf. Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct?
That's right.
And who is the one that gave this scarf to Bat?
Regina. Regina gave it to him.
Regina. There is something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. 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 Slam. Regina gave the scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it as much pepper as she could. Ellipses. Hey! What's with the silent treatment? Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've just done a good job of fingering a criminal. The way what you meant by that, Judge. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Regina gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? Still seems like the judge still doesn't get it.
Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Smiling. The lion was smiling.
right before Pat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and it looked smiling.
Lions smile?
I've never heard of them smiling. However,
Lions sneeze. Leon didn't plan on biting Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. And the rest was history. He sneezed because of all the pepper spread on that scarf. What?
you fool!
You have got to be kidding me. What's the matter, Miss Von Carmen?
I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix, right? This theory, you believe it? You really plan to say this joke on of an accident actually happened?
Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, quote unquote, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina.
You foolish idiot.
So it's a joke of an accident to you, huh? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, right? To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves.
Are you telling me that what I said was true?
Acro, you don't mean, you can't mean, witness.
Are you confirming the defense's claim?
Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder.
What do you mean by that?
The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory.
And what would that problem be?
The same problem has always been evidence. If I drop Mag's bust on top of the ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim?
You mean the conclusive evidence?
The biggest problem is the lack of murder weapon. I don't need to say more than that.
Okay. Murder weapon. The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in the Acro's room, and if it was covered with victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes.
Yes, it would be.
Bust.
Nick, you've gotta do something.
This is the last step. If I can get this one right, my case is... yeah, let's see things how... no. Slam. The defense requests to search the room and the witness King Dingley. What is it now?
It looks like you still haven't figured things out, have you? I know you must know the meaning of Von Karma total justice.
You mean? Slam. Oh, whip. Ow.
Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Michael's room yesterday.
What did you find?
There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's boss was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted.
You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room.
Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete riot, and we took a crow directly to the process after. End of story.
End of story, you mean? Just wait a second. Something's funny about all of this.
It looks like the coup de grace in this case was ever so sweet.
Slam. But, what about the scarf? What about the note?
What about them? Mr. Wright, no offense, but the important evidence here is about the death of the ringmaster. I think you should remember that.
Ugh.
Do something, Nick. Don't let this cave slip away. The boss. Where is it now?
Where's the bus right now?
You're Phoenix Wright. You know where that bust is. I'm sure you do.
The bust is right here. I know it's not much,
Oh
but it's right
boy,
there.
concentrate. Let's finish this case.
That's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? It's right here.
Oh boy, finish the case.
Oh shit. It seems that this case is coming to a close. The defense counter arguments look to have fallen short.
Thank you for your support.
Now, if you'll please excuse me, Mr. Wright.
I think that brings it to the end of the cross-examination of this witness. There was no cross-examination to begin with.
Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my phone.
You're wearing lace under that uniform. I'll have to cross-examine that later.
What?
We need time to do what? Ow!
I need the most surprised person here. She's great.
Did you hear a case to present, Mr. Wright? What? Is she talking to me?
The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck.
Hey! Wait, you can't be serious.
Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how a crow's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own fight. If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Very well. The defense may proceed.
He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think you'll be finding one anytime soon.
Walking the tightrope of logic. There's no room for a false step. Sink or swim. The only way to go through is forward.
The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust now?
Somewhere in the holding out.
Now, let's remember what Von Karma said earlier. He mentioned that the raid on Acro's room was in total surprise.
So he had to quickly hide that bitch. And there's only one
So
place.
where would it be now, then?
It would be. You would still have it right now.
Yep, it is in this courtroom.
It's obvious. The bust is inside this very courtroom. It's obvious. Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. The witness's chair.
Yep.
Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair?
I'm sorry. I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright.
Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't hiding anything under that blanket, because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to, say, hide a bust under there.
Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts. Alright.
I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you couldn't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karman happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it. In the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Could you please remove the blanket from your wheelchair?
Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played.
Game, set, match.
You fool! How could you?
You've got me. I've been backed by a real pro. Actually, two of them.
Two of them?
Miss Franziska von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch a surprise search on my room last night? There were two pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning. But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you got things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma.
It all makes sense now.
I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing.
Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't.
I can't believe it. I failed. Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I had done that.
It doesn't matter now, though. It seems that we have arrived at the truth. Acro,
Yes, Your Honor.
did you kill the ringmaster of the Very Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime.
Acro.
All my brother did was want Regina to like him. That's why I tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's when Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way.
And that's why she covered the scarf in pepper.
I know she didn't want anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believed in that so purely that she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard that tried.
That's when you decided to do something about Regina.
What do you mean by that?
So you're saying that you were a victim of all of this as well?
No, that's not what I meant. I'm nothing. but a murderer. That's who I am. At first, I thought I'd killed myself, and I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just, I just, I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Hmm. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself.
I'm an idiot! I can't believe it! You beat me again!
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I would like to declare my verdict. Not guilty! Confetti! That is all. The court is adjourned. For them! For fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be just too happy about this.
Actually, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person.
That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to.
Congratulations! Congratulations, Mr. Max!
Thank you.
What's with the vibe in this room?
I was just thinking about Act.
No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll never be like this forever and never be.
Huh?
She's been like this for a while now.
It's all my
Sweetie pie.
And then they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up.
Regina!
It's right. Tell me something.
What do you want to know, Regina?
Edgar said something right at the end.
I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Does that mean that Edgar... Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me?
Of course he is. No, I don't
so.
think so. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
Are you sure? You really sure? I can't believe that.
Echo doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
If that's true, then I want to see some evidence.
Huh?
Edgar said that all the time to you, so I thought I would know.
His brother is the answer.
Yep.
Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again.
That.
That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know.
Yeah. But now that Edgar's been caught,
Uh-huh.
I know.
What?
I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes, and then until I can meet Necro again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm sorry, Necro. I'm sorry, Bat.
Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind.
Hey, Bex.
What is it, Mo?
We really put you through it a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the cut.
I understand. Such a fabulous thing to do for me. I may even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now, though?
That's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performer, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision.
What is it?
I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen.
The best circus in the world has ever seen.
Don't laugh.
Amazing.
Yay! I can't wait!
Then I guess that changes things.
Huh?
There's only one thing that the best circus the world has never needs. The world's best illusions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen.
Max.
Bazam! Let's work together and make this our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy?
I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you.
Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you?
I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me.
What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today?
Eh,
We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been.
Oh,
Bazam! Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry.
Max.
Nick,
It seems like everything is going to turn out alright here.
I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen.
Bazam! We'll save you the most fabulous seats.
It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seat.
Okay. Cue that music.
I see. What made the case?
Just like you thought. Yesterday's search really did pay off, sir. You had it all figured out yesterday, didn't you?
It was just a theory. A game theory. If Hacker really was a killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense authority.
You mean Mr. Wright?
Of course. Well, detective, my plane is about to leave. Do me a favor and try not to be too harsh on Acro. Once I get back, I'll make a stop by the chief prosecutor's office.
Yes, sir. I'll be waiting for you. Goodbye, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he's back, baby. And with that, case 3 is history. And thus,
And now it's gonna be time next time for what is considered one of the best cases in the series.
oh yeah,
Where will my turnabout?
one of my favorite cases. Next to what is it? The last case of the third game, and the last case of the fourth game. One of my favorites. Anyways, sorry about Big Top. Francisco Poncarva. Should we have a discussion again? For this stuff.
Silly.
Okay, now that I think, on that note, I gotta get out of here before I get whipped again. Thank you for watching.
Let's learn the foolish thoughts about the foolishly foolishness. You want me to whip you?
Well, just off camera, if you don't mind. Then again, have a good night, everybody. We'll see you guys next
Miss
time.
Francisco, I'll help.
Monica, wait, no.
It's too late, Opie.
Oh no.